Little review from you. Prizepicks, 3 out of 5 correct of the picks I shared on Patreon. I think one of the 2 came through of the ones I shared on yesterday's video. Not too disappointed with my picks. Just a couple things didn't go my way. Adam Clavel just did the total opposite of what I thought he would do and what the numbers said he would do. We do database picks along with a little common sense. For the 2 props, one missed, and the Dodger Washington game was suspended, so that play didn't go through at all. So let's get into today's picks. I have a couple of picks I like. Let me go ahead and bring those guys up. First play I'm looking at for today is going to be Pablo Lopez. We're looking at his strikeouts. His prop on Prizepicks is 6.5. At the books is 6.5. You see a projection here of 7.39. Let's take a look at Lopez a little bit closer. As you can see, this season, Lopez has went over 6.5 strikeouts 72% of the time. Let's look at his last 10. He's went over 6.5 80% of the time in his last 10. Here we are clearly going with the numbers. This prop will go up on Prizepicks to 7 at some point in time. Go ahead and get this thing at 6.5. It's pretty good at 6.5. We're going to take Pablo Lopez to go over 6.5 strikeouts. The second player I'm looking at is coming from the WNBA, and we're looking at Prizepicks. Hope I pronounced her first name correctly. New York Liberty. We're looking at her 11.5 points. She has a projection over here of 14.08 points. That's almost 2.58% difference. So let's look at her a little closer. As you can see in her last 10, she's went over this mark 50% of the time. Let's look at her season here. Season, she's went over 47% of the time. Let's look at her last 5. Last 5, she's actually really playing good in her last 2. She's had 17 and 22 points. First Connecticut this year. One meeting she had 16. One meeting she had 2. And we can even go back to last year where she had 16 versus Connecticut. Again, we're using data with common sense. She's playing real good lately. Her minutes 30 and 32 in her last 2 games. Do not see why that will not continue this game. We're going to take Laney to go over 11.5 points. So those are 2 plays I like. You can tail my plays over on Patreon. Link is down in the description. It's running across the screen. Also, I share my sports betting picks and my prize pick selections. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. That would be greatly appreciated. And the tool that I use to help us quickly get to where we need to get on these picks is props.cash. Link down in the description. My go-to tool when I need some quick analysis. That's all I have for today. See you on the next video.